This episode of the Golf Gambling Podcast from the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up with promo code GOLFSGPN to get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. We're also brought to you by Edge Boost. Earn up to $750 a month on your sports gambling transactions. Go to edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. Finally, we're brought to you by Rhythm, the leader in data-driven picks and props. Get your 7-day free trial by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. Football season is over, but NASCAR is back. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Daytona to sign up for their free Daytona 500 contest to be entered to win $100 in cold hard cash plus win $100 SGPN gift card plus random bonus prizes. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Daytona to sign up now. Okay, we have the Genesis Invitational. My mic is not working, so if the audio sounds poor, drop a comment and I guess we'll never podcast again because the mic is not working. But I have my MacBook Pro, so hopefully the 2025 Apple technology could make this right. But we have a fun golf tournament this week, and I have the DraftKings pool pulled up already. We have the Genesis Invitational from Torrey Pines, an event that's usually obviously at Riviera, but what happened in LA is not a joking matter, and it's a shame that they couldn't have the golf tournament at Riviera this year because of the fires, because of everything that's going on over there. But nonetheless, we have a golf tournament to talk about. We have DraftKings pricing to go down, and we have four guys over 10K, but I think we got to break them down into 2 and 2. Who are you going to go to between Scotty and Rory, and who are you going to go to between JT and Colin? I think they're both. I mean, they're priced differently for a reason, but I think there's a clear gap between the two and then the two. So Scotty and Rory. As a guy who always says play Scotty and build around him, I think there's a world where you could play Rory this week and play Rory confidently. In DFS, I'm all the way in on Rory. I was planning on betting him after he didn't win Pebble, like on that Saturday or Friday when he kind of gagged it. I was like, all right, he's playing all right. Hopefully he finishes T8, and then we'll bet him at Torrey. He won at Torrey. Where the number's not there, I'm not going to bet him. But I think he's live in DFS. With the golf course playing super wet, it's going to make the Torrey Pines, which is a notoriously long golf course, play even longer. Going to make the fairways play softer. Going to make the rough play harder. So if you have that carry distance, it's going to amplify the carry distance, and it's going to make the golfers who are able to hit it further and straighter play better. It's going to elevate their floor. And who hits it further and straighter than Rory McIlroy? Not many guys in the world. Yeah, Scotty Scheffler is a positional bomber plus, as we call him over at Vince Starks Media, but Rory McIlroy has the driver on a string right now. He's hitting it so well to start his 2025. And I know it was just one PGA Tour event, but he looks so confident with that TaylorMade driver in his hand. Gained 4.3 on approach. Gained 4.3 off the tee at Pebble. Gained 5.4 off the tee in Dubai. And he's just been driver. The last time he lost strokes with the driver was at the Alfred Dunhill Links, which is crazy that he did that. And that was back in October. So I just love what Rory's doing off the tee right now. And I think that's just a massive bonus for him at this price. And do I think you have to fade Scotty? No, but do I think Scotty's a lock to finish inside the top 10? Well, more like top 4. No. And I thought he was last week, but he ended up gagging it down the stretch. He was tied, I think, for a third on the back 9, and then he finished pretty poorly. So I think Rory is the play in this upper 10K range. Now let's talk Justin Thomas and Colin Morikawa. Who's going to be the guy out of these two to make it happen? I think these soft conditions really hurt Colin Morikawa. Yeah, he's gonna hit fairways, but everyone's gonna hit more fairways over 72 holes, and he's gonna be playing from much further back. I do think Colin Morikawa is longer than people give him credit for, and just overall better driver off the tee. But Justin Thomas has been playing some decent golf, and he's got a ton of reps, and I just think that the amount of golf that he's playing is a good thing. And I really do think that's going to benefit him. So if I'm going to go with if I have to pick one guy out of this 10-2, what are their prices? 10,000 range. I'm going to go with Justin Thomas. If I have to rank the 4 in total, it's going to be Rory, Scotty, JT, Colin. So those are my 10K guys. Let's go down to the 9K range. So bring the screen back up. 9K range. We have Ludwig Hideki, Patrick Cantlay, Sungjae M, Tommy Fleetwood, and Taylor Pendrith. Definitely the bottom of this 9K range, I think, is going to go very under the radar, and I'm going to fade. But I think there's a path where Tommy Fleetwood just if it gets a little tough, pops out of nowhere. Like, I'm down for Tommy Fleetwood if he comes in around 6 to 8% on Wednesday afternoon, because he's been playing poor golf, but we know what his ceiling could be in a no cut event where he's getting 4 rounds, just backdoor that T8 finish. But if he's over 8%, I'm definitely out. Top of the 8K range, I'm all the way back in on Ludwig. I think that the narrative around Ludwig is that he can't do it at Torrey Pines after what he did a few weeks ago at the Farmers, and I love that. I love that. I'm all the way in on Ludwig. I probably can't get to Hideki, who hasn't been hitting the ball well. I probably can't get to Hideki and Patrick Cantlay because I'm going to be heavy on Ludwig. But I don't mind the two. If I had to pick one out of Hideki and Patrick Cantlay, it probably would be Patrick Cantlay. Get him on the POA. I trust him off the tee. I don't trust what Hideki's doing with the ball striking right now. But I do like Ludwig a lot at the top of this 9K range. And then towards the bottom, like I said, Fleetwood is the guy. Sung J M is going to be highly owned because he has the pedigree at Torrey Pines. I do think the driving distance in the wet conditions hurts him here, and he's not a golfer who generally plays well in difficult conditions, meaning difficult weather. So I think Sung Jae's a nice fade. And Taylor Pendrith, he's catching some buzz, but I don't know if I want to do it at 9K. I think you could find some similar ceiling guys down the board at 8K range. So let's go to this 8K range. Before we get to the 8K range, I want to tell you about Edge Boost. So SGPN has partnered with Edge Boost. If you want to save a ton of money, save up to $750 a month in your cashback rewards for using your Edge Boost card. And your money is safe and insured as the card is FDIC insured. The best part is no credit checks and it's completely free. So sign up today and use promo code SGPN. You get cashback rewards and instant tier 2 status. That's edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN, edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet every single sport, plus props for every single game in the live dealer casino. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of locations, easy deposit and lightning fast payouts using crypto. Head to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN, for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000, plus a $10 casino chip. That's mybookie.ag, promo code GOLFSGPN. Golf SGPN. Then finally, Underdog Fantasy. NBA, NHL, college basketball, whatever your sport is, you can cash in with Underdog Fantasy. Sign up with code GOLF SGPN to claim a special pick plus first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Underdog Fantasy, promo code GOLF SGPN. Rhythm. SGPN's proud sponsor Rhythm is the #1 AI-powered sports betting platform that helps bettors provide the ability to make custom models in seconds, build one of your own, copy one of their top-performing models, or have Rhythm build one for you. NFL, college hoops, NBA, Rhythm has it all. 7-day free trial by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Rhythm. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. Okay, 8K range. This is when it gets fun. We got some fun names in the 8K range. Is my screen pulled up? Where is it? Is it pulled up? My screen is pulled up. We're going to get down to this 8K range, and I think there's some guys that can really make or break your lineup in this 8K range. So Tom Kim, 8'9", Shane Lowry, 8'8", Jason Day, 8'7", Russ Henley, 8'6", Jordan Spieth, 8'5", Sam Burns, 8'4". We'll go from Jordan Spieth to Tom Kim. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 golfers. How are we going to rank these guys? Who are we going to pick? I think the #1 guy in this range is for me is Russell Henley. I really do like Russell Henley because none of these guys are bombers, who I think is the advantage this week. You got to bomb it off the tee, but none of these guys really fit that mold. So yeah, these guys are all going to hit fairways, but I trust Russell Henley to hit a ton of fairways, and he's done it before at Torrey. I trust him to putt these greens. Russell Henley's became a better putter over the last year and a half, where he used to be just better on Bermuda, but over the last year and a half, he's became a better putter. I trust him to play from the short grass. Then second hand, I think I would go with Jason Day. He's got the Torrey history, and I think some of the buzz has been off of him. He was popular here a few weeks ago, but I think that that's worn off with this stronger field. So I like Jason Day and Russell Henley in this upper 9K range. Then I'd say the third favorite guy there, I'm out on Spieth. I would have to go with Lowry just because he's cheaper than Tom Kim, and Tom Kim's best benefit is the driving accuracy. Shane Lowry has the driving accuracy as well, and I trust Shane Lowry far better around the green right now. Let's go to the bottom of this 8K range because there's definitely some more interesting names down at the bottom of this 8K range. 1 second. We got, bottom of this 8K range. Sam Burns, Rasmus Højgaard, Tony Finau, Bob Mack, Sepp Straka, Thomas Dietrich. That's the bottom of the 8K range. There's some golfers at the bottom of the 8K range that I'm surprised are here versus some guys in the 7K range. So Sam Burns, I want to see what he's just been so hit or miss off the tee. If you can, I think Sam Burns is a great play if the ownership is right. If Sam Burns is sub 10, I think we'd hammer it. Rasmus, it's getting a little bit out of hand with the ownership. I'm a Rasmus guy through and through. He's a generational talent, Viking Cup #2, but I just don't think I could go to him at 8,300. But he might get a break between because Tony Finau might be decently owned. He fucks at Torrey, and we know he's a better DFS player than Bet on a weekly basis. And that leaves Bob McIntyre and Sepp Straka. I don't know what, similar to Nico Echeverria. When Nico Echeverria went on those runs in the fall, he never got priced high enough. And now Sepp Straka is still only $8,000. What's stopping Sepp Straka right now? He's on a run of striping. I think you should go to Sepp Straka if you've been riding the train. Don't take your foot off the gas and keep cashing on Sepp Straka. Okay. So how would I rank this bottom of this 8K range? I think I would go, honestly, Sepp #1, Sam Burns 2, and I think if his ownership is really low, Sam Burns 1, and then I would go Bob Mack, Tony Finau, Rasmus Højgaard. I think Bob Mack could be in for a good week, but if I had to pick one out of Bob Mack and Sepp, I would go with Sepp. And I also didn't mention Thomas Dietrich. Did a whole podcast on him, and I'm going to talk about him yesterday. But if he could drive it like he did last week, he's going to be in for a great week. He's played really well here before, but I think the ownership is going to be a little bit too high on Thomas Dietrich this week. Okay, 7K range. Now we have some names. Victor Hovland, Will Zalatoris. These guys are going to be so chalky at $7,900, and I think we just got to stay away because there's some names down here that I think can make the hay. Maverick McNeely. Maverick McNeely has looked so confident, and he's striping it. He played really well last week. He backdoored a nice finish. He didn't quite get through the line, but he played really well last week. Minwoo Lee, driver, putter, driving around the green. That's what you need around Torrey Pines. I love the short game. I worry about the putter a little bit, but if Minwoo Lee drives it like he did last week, he's in for a great week. And at $7,800, you're getting a high ceiling. Ben-On, I'm out on Ben-On. He's not hitting it well enough. Keegan Bradley finally had a good price, and he plays really well here. I think Keegan Bradley is a good play at $7,700. Middle of the 7K range, we have Harris English, Sam Stevens, Adam Scott, Sahith Theegala. Adam Scott's got a nice history around here, and he's not going to be super owned. So we know he's going to hit a ton of fairways, and he's not going to contend to win the golf tournament, but he can easily finish T8 in this field, and I feel safe about it. Whereas Harris English, Sam Stevens, Sahith are very, very volatile. So I like Adam Scott towards the middle. Bottom of the 7K range, Cam Young, Corey Connors, Mark Hubbard, Wyndham Clark, JT Poston, Max Grazerman, Akshay Bhatia, Siwoo Kim, Davis Thompson, JJ Spawn. There's 3 names in here that I really, really like. And I'll start from the bottom. Akshay Bhatia, $7,100. He started hitting his driver a lot better as the week went on at TPC Scottsdale. If he could keep driving it that well, like as he goes, he's got to play well because we need to hit fairways here. We know he can hit fairways when he's going hot. So I'm down for some Akshay Bhatia at $7,100. At $7,300, Wyndham Clark. We saw him have a great round 1 at the Waste Management, but he faded hard, and that was because of the driver. I'm going to be out there this week. I'm going to be out there tomorrow and Wednesday. If I see Wyndham Clark hitting the driver well, I will report back. So if Wyndham Clark driver is driving it well, he's going to be in for a great week because that gives him a massive, massive ceiling. And finally, the last name down here is Corey Connors. Corey Connors has not been playing well, but his price has been so high. We're finally getting a little dip on Corey Connors. And at the core, what is he? Very accurate off the tee, great middle iron player, and a streaky putter. But at Torrey Pines, fairway green 2-putt is going to make you a lot of money. So we finally got the discount on Corey Connors. I'm down at this price, $7,400. Corey Connors, one of my favorite plays in this range. 6K range, and then we will get out of here. We have Daniel Berger's 6K range, Andrew Novak, Cam Davis, Matt Fitzpatrick, Denny McCarthy, Billy Horschel. Who else? Aaron Rye, Seabez, Gary Woodland. So those are 67 and above. I will give you my top 2 from this range. I'm going to go with Christian Bezuidenhout and Aaron Rye. Seabez last week put on a generational scrambling and fairway green 2-putt display. That's his game when that plays at Torrey Pines. Aaron Rye has a really, really good track record around Torrey Pines. He's a great long iron player, a very, very accurate driver. He's not the longest, but I trust him to hit a ton of fairways. You get long irons in Aaron Rye's hands, he's off to the races. So those are my favorite 2 players from the top of the 6K range. Middle of the 6K range, we got Gary Woodland, Nick Taylor, Ricky Fowler, Austin Eckler, Lucas Glover, Max Homa, Justin Rose, Stefan Yeager, Tom Hoagie. That's 6'4" to 6'6". Max Homa completely out on. He does not look confident, does not seem confident. Justin Rose is going to be chalky in the 6K range. You always want to stay away from that. I'm interested to see what Austin Eckroat does this week, because if he's hitting fairways, he could be in for a great week. So I will report back to you on Austin Eckroat. Early leans, I like Austin Eckroat down here. And then Nick Taylor at 66. He's just been playing so consistently. Another cut made, and we know his game. We know the dog he has. Bottom of the 6K range, Michael Kim, Ben Griffin, Mackenzie Hughes, Eric Cole, Matthew Pavone, Nick Dunlap, Seamus Power, Adam Hadwin, Danny List, Kevin Yu, Nico Etch. Why not go to Nico Echeverria at 66K flat? He's the minimum, and we know the ceiling that he has. Is he going to win? No, but can he easily finish top T15 in this field? Yeah, with ease. So Nico Etch is one of my favorite plays down in the 6K range, and Adam Hadwin. I also like. I was so impressed with Adam Hadwin in Hawaii, and that has come to fruition. He finished T9 last week, gaining over 6 strokes ball striking. So I'm down for Adam Hadwin and Nico Etch at the bottom of the 6K range. JT Poston thoughts? Let me look. JT Poston has the putting yips. JT Poston, I'm kind of out on, and he needs to be striping it around here for sure. He's going to be he's not going to be a long hitter, so he's going to be playing from behind. And at $7,200, I think you can get some better guys in the 6K range. He has been okay with the ball striking, but I don't trust him to hit enough fairways around here. And on a golf course where you need to hit fairways, I think I'm going to be out on him. So I like those 6K guys. Any questions, you know where to find me. Betting show will be Wednesday morning with Dom. And catch me on Twitter with a ton more content and whatever else you guys need. Hit me up. Hope the audio is all right, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace out.